Hey everyone, I'm Jesse, and welcome to some quick comic book reviews. I haven't done a comic book video for a while, especially not reviews. So this one just came out today, Fujitsu. I didn't know anything about it. I was just in the store today. I flipped through it. It looked kind of interesting, so what the hell? I'll grab it. I'm glad I did. I'm going to be getting the second one for sure. This is right up my alley. So I don't want to go over like the whole thing and give a really detailed, super detailed review, but there's this guy, Fu. He was born in 1897. He's like a kung fu master, and at the beginning of the story, he's been in isolation, two miles under ice for 3 years for like meditation and enlightenment. Here he is practicing his kung fu, trying to break a pure tungsten cylinder, the hardest metal in the world, but he only ends up bending it, disappointing himself. He's been working for 50 years to harness the power of the elements of subatomic kung fu, and he's already mastered cellular kung fu, which he uses to heal himself. This is the bad guy. He wants to rule the world with the atomic katana. During World War II, he talks about how I reanimated corpses of the Nazi occultists and took them across the Arctic Circle to Japan. Using the atomic fire of Nagasaki, my zombie blacksmiths forged the atomic katana right there. So it's pretty crazy story. I like the artwork. I don't want to spoil anything. I'll just show you quick action scene here so you can see what the artwork is like. I quite like it. This guy here comes to assassinate him because he's a threat to the bad guy. The bad guy's aware that he's weakened from under the ice there. This last bit here, I'm not going to give you any context at all. It's on the last page. I'm just going to read something that Fu says to this girl that comes into the story at the end. I just killed James Dean and disarmed a bomb from the future. So, I mean, I haven't really told you too much about the story, and I don't want to because I don't want to spoil too much for you. If that kind of, crazy, goofy kind of story appeals to you, as it does to me, you will definitely enjoy Fujitsu. I can't wait for the next issue. I'm very, very, very picky about any comics I even just buy one issue of anymore, and even more so buying a second issue. I just dropped 3 more titles today. My pull list is very small, but I am looking forward to the next issue of this. Sync. This is another one that I put on my pull right after reading issue 1, which came out one or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember now. But I didn't know anything about it. I just picked it up. This was actually the last copy that they had. It looked interesting. I hadn't read a good horror comic for a while. Man, this is fantastic. This takes place in Glasgow. It incorporates some actual urban legends into the story, like about... again, I'm going to jump around here because I don't want to... This is one in particular. I really don't want to spoil this for you. It's creepy. It's dark. It's bloody. It's got some atmosphere to it. Like, this is a really, it's not just violent. It's not just gory. Like, it's creepy too. Like, this is a really cool story. I'll just give you a quick, again, no context, just to give you an idea of how bloody it is. At the beginning, our main character, he's partying in Glasgow and he misses the last bus. So he's forced to walk through the creepy part of town here. He crosses paths with a few street people and basically ends up getting tricked into being cornered by these crazy, weirdo, violent dudes. But this guy shows up and kind of takes care of business. There's notes at the end of this comic talking about how the story was inspired. And part of that is, I guess, this is from an actual newspaper right here, dealing with an urban legend about a group of clowns that drive around in an old blue van at night, kidnapping people. And I hope I'm not spoiling too much here. I'll just show this really quick. such clowns and vans do show up in here. It's horror and crime. It's like creepy crime horror. That's probably the best one sentence description for this, is creepy crime horror. If that appeals to you, get Sync. Highly recommend you get this. Anyways, that's it. That's all. Highly recommended Fujitsu. Highly recommended Sync. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see ya.